Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, giving you guys a start to a new fanfic. And this is going to be something similar like that of the Tales of Team Valor. Basically, I'm going to make that 4 trailers, basically bringing up our 4 main characters. If you guys remember, about a couple months ago, I want in the near future, I want to work on another Gundam story focusing on that of 4 main characters. However, I'm having a hard time trying to get each character chance and spotlight in the story instead of focusing on just 1 or 2 characters that get more screen time than the others. So yeah, anyway, so to start to basically practice on that, I want to work on that of a new story, a new Gundam story, something that's kind of interesting, to be honest. And more surprised that nobody does a story like this more often, to be on fanfic.net or on that of Wattpad. Well, I can understand Wattpad because, again, it's kind of trash, to be honest. And AO3, well, it's AO3, so I don't need to explain. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Strike Cross. Currently in that of a launch bay sequence, as a tunnel begins lighting up, with inside being that of a Gundam. And not just any Gundam, it is a Gundam that's iconic to the series as a whole. It looks like that of a custom-made Strike Gundam. However, it's different from what you would see in a typical Strike Gundam have, as it has the head and body of that of the Build Strike Gundam. However, on the back, instead of that of the strike, instead of either one of the striker packs like that, the AO sword or launcher pack, it has that of the Crossbones Gundam's X1 backpack instead. As for its legs, it has that of the Blue Astray legs, with that of combat daggers on its sides. It also has the arms of the Unicorn Gundam as well. However, it doesn't have a regular shield. Instead, this shield has that of a anti-beam cloak with the basic color scheme of a Strike Gundam. As inside the cockpit, instead of what you would see in a typical Gundam cockpit, instead it's more holographic and has at least a lot more space, to be honest. And instead of normal controls and what you would see for the Strike, it has that of 2 glowing orbs. As this is no normal cockpit, this is a Gunpla battle cockpit, actually, with the person inside of it, as he has that of a yellow t-shirt, a pure black jacket that almost looks quite custom made, black hair, and has a pretty calm look to his face. Not only that, looking at him, he seems to be in his mid to late teens, to be honest. With him, couldn't help but smile, saying, "This is going to be a lot more fun." And to be honest, I don't have to worry about the others basically nagging at me to give the perfect orders. Well, let's see what mission I have to take care of. I soon open up that display mission. Escape from Antarctica. Currently, the ZAF forces have found the secret base to destroy the experimental mobile suit, the Alex Gundam. Take care of the ZAF forces before they have a chance to destroy the shuttle heading into space. With then basically cracking his fingers, placing hands on the control spears, and couldn't help but smile, saying, "All right, let's do this." With then soon seeing that of the countdown from 3 to 1, saying, "Elijah, captain of the strike force, launching in Cross Strike Gundam." As soon as he gives the go ahead, the the lights on the head of the gun of the cross strike soon glow. Within, using the thrusters on the back, it soon flies forward out of the launch bay. When then soon battle sing begin. But then getting at least a more higher point of view to see on what's going on. Within, Elijah couldn't help but finally saw that the enemy forces have now arrived on that of the bay of the base, as a few Zakus and Gulls have actually arrived, alongside that of a new model known as the Highbacks, during the time of the 1 Year War, after all. With then seeing this, soon, Elijah couldn't help but have that of a smirk, within pulling out his beam weapon, as it being a Build Strike Gundam enhanced beam rifle. Flying forward, he begins shooting that of multiple beam shots from that of the custom-made rifle, as a few mobile suits began to go down from the beam shots. With then soon they began to fire onto Elijah. Within Elijah basically avoiding each and every one of the shots without even breaking a sweat. Within, inside the control rooms, he's seeing about all shots coming at him like it's basically second nature. Within him pushing forward, as the X-shaped backpacks thrusters soon narrow in on itself, within boosting the cross strike forward, with even causing the beam cloak cape around it to also flow in the wind as well. With then soon getting closer and pulling out its main melee weapon, then extending the blade out, as being a custom-made Barbatos longsword, as it looks like that of a fully metal katana, as it cuts right through that of the Gulf without even breaking a sweat, within going to another Gulf and cutting it in half once more, and within firing more and more shots onto that of the other Zakus as well. With then multiple explosions began to go off, as looking at the time, Elijah couldn't help but say, "Looks like I'm making good progress. Just gotta wait at least another 5 more minutes," and within soon boosting towards him, as it being the hijacks, with then soon flying up into the air, as the extendo claws were about to cut right through his Gunpla mobile suit. With then soon seeing this, saying, "All right, that annoying ass thing. Well, I can have a little bit of fun. I still got time. As long as I stop this, I'll basically be able to have the time. I'll still be able to complete it." With then soon flying back down, with then the claws extending once more, with then soon Elijah cutting right through blocking one of the arms, before then dematerializing the enhanced beam rifle and bringing out one of his armor sniders. With then soon was about to stab into the arms, before one of the arms soon grabbed onto his left arm. Within soon it grabs onto the other arm as well, and soon steps back before it looks like it's about to rip that of the cross strike in two. With then saying, "Trying to rip me in two? Well then, smart, but stupid." Within soon, without even realizing it, 2 beam sabers began to extend from the arms and cut. With using the memento of his thrusters, he soon gets loose of the arms for a bit before cutting right through them, and then soon basically bringing them back into the arms, pulls out both armor sniders, puts them around his feet, or lower them down to the feet of the Gundam, and soon slices it in half with that of a somersault kick downwards. With then soon you could see that sparks flowing through that of the field, with then within the hijacks basically bees destroyed, and with then fire begins to erupt around that of the cross strike as it posing behind the explosion. Back inside the cockpit, Elijah sees the time within saying only 2 more minutes left. With then it looks like it's about to fly up into the air. With then soon he begins to see that of multiple fires onto that of the shuttle, with it saying no way. With then soon all as it being that of a second detachment team basically sent to destroy the shuttle, saying damn it, totally forgot about them. With then using with max speed, he soon heads further and further to get to the shuttle before it takes too much damage, seeing that it's basically at half life, saying all right, enough of this bullshit. With then soon materializing his main weapon, his main long-range weapon, as it being a Peacock Smasher rifle. With then soon seeing all of the Zaku's and Gulls alongside a few Doms as well. With then aiming each and at one of the targets, as there being that of being that of 7 targets. With then Sood having that of a big grin on his face that almost looks that of malicious on that of the young team that had that of a pretty boy face. Within the yellow beams coming off of the Peacock Smasher soon begins to glow, as then all of the many small bullet-like orbs begin to come from that of the 6 barrels on the left and right side. However, the main cannon, soon the main barrel in the center, soon fires that of a powerful beam that destroys the closest mobile suit, being that of a Dom, as each and every one of the Zaku's, Gulfs, and also Dom was soon destroyed. Within the time finally comes to an end. With soon it's back in the cockpit, Elijah soon saw on the task saying task complete. Gundam Alex soon escapes from an Arctic base, now heading to that of Side 6 for more test piloting. With then soon Elijah couldn't help but sigh, and that's of relief. Within soon setting back, with then saying, that was not really hard, but more frustrating than anything. With then soon the simulation ends. Within Elijah soon arrives in that of and one of the base's lounge areas, where he sees that of a few others, with one of them being that of a girl that seems like the same age as him. However, she has that of crimson red hair that goes down to her legs, and wearing that of a white hoary dress. And then somebody else showing up as being that of that looks like that of a little kid with that of spiky green hair, with having that of elf ears actually, and also wearing that of a school uniform too. With then the girl saying, "Nice work out there, Captain." With then Elijah saying, "Thanks, Yukina. Really appreciate the compliments and the praise, but I could have done better if I wasn't too arrogant." With then the green-haired kid saying, "Tell me." "Oh yeah, I've noticed that too, Captain. You really were basically in your own little world out there, to be honest. I mean, seriously, you could have taken down almost all of those enemies out basically in no time if you didn't basically enjoy having a little bit more fun by toying with them." With then soon the kid almost sounds like he's basically in his mid-20s by the way he spoke. With then saying, yeah, I get it. I expect no less from our tactical forecaster after all. Of course you found there are ways I could have done better without causing any needless necessary actions. With then saying, well, of course, but there's some things, but you did do well. As the guy couldn't help but have that of a smile on his face while looking at his team leader's captain. With then saying, thanks, Rain. Appreciate it, buddy. But then soon 4 others basically looking at, well, a screen on the side, as they're all guys. However, they're all having that of unique appearances about them, with then one of them saying, all right, this basically boosts us higher up in the rankings. I expect nothing less from our captain. Within a guy with that of a big booming voice saying, this is, well, of course, nothing can beat that of the Gundam Strike Force after all. Especially when our captain takes the field. He may not have that of a flashy Gundam, but he does make up for it with spear skill and technique. With then a guy that basically just nods. With then soon Elijah saying, all right guys, got at least 2 more events after this. So who's up for the next one? As the 2 guys who basically talked, but then the one who didn't speak up saying, I'll do it, Captain. With then soon getting a better look at the guy, as he seems like that of an African American with that of spiky white hair, and he has wearing basically all black with that of a long black jacket that goes all the way down to the top half of his hips, with also behind him being that of a katana. It seems like he has that of katana sword on his back. With then Sue saying, you sure about this, Takumi? With then the guy known as Takumi saying, affirmative. But what is the mission though? But then the guy with the booming voice having that of a muscular figure, as he soon scrolls it down saying, ooh, it's a search and destroy mission. With then soon hearing that, he couldn't help but sigh saying, guy. With then the one that basically answers is it being that of a dude with that of a bit with the muscular figure, as he has that of, well, cut shaven hair on the sides and the back, with that of crimson red hair spiking up on the top and front. With then saying, yeah, Takumi, saying, you can do this one. You know I'm not good at basically search and destroy missions. But then Guy couldn't help but smirk saying, oh, don't feel too bad about it, Takumi. After all, you're our team's best scout and our second best fighter after all. Only makes sense that you wouldn't feel comfortable with stuff like this. With then hearing that, he couldn't help but have that of a tick mark before calming down saying, you're lucky you're my friend because I would beat the living shit out of you right now. Before taking a deep breath saying, just get going, you dumb musclehead. Saying, roger that. With Sue, the guy known as Guy, couldn't help but walk off before then soon heading through that of a room before the doors close, as he soon arrives in front of the hangar bay. With then soon seeing that the outskirts of the mission objective basically changes, especially for those in the waiting room as well, as right now it's currently in that of a forest jungled area. With then he couldn't help but smile saying, time to get to it. With then looking at his own personal Gundam, as it also is a custom made strike as well. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Let's read them. So this is basically the first of 4 trailers for our 4 main characters. I'll introduce the last one in the next video, but currently right now we have that of the team leader being Elijah, one of the other members being Takumi, and another member being Guy. So until next time, enjoy the next trailer when it comes out. So with all that said, this is Leon Mookie signing out. Later guys, and hope you all take care.